What if I told you the very heartbeat of the Bears' future just echoed through Hallis Hall, sending shockwaves through the Windy City? If you're ready to understand the waves of change crashing upon this franchise, then strap in, because the whispers of uncertainty are getting louder. Last season, the Bears suffered heartbreak yet again, but with their off-season moves, could they finally be on the verge of something monumental? Buckle up, because the latest twist involves none other than Grady Jarrett, a name that once commanded terror on the field but now raises eyebrows just as easily. The veteran defensive tackle has officially traded his Falcons gear for Bear stripes, but the price tag is as hefty as the stakes involved. Jarrett's recent arrival in Chicago signifies a tactical shift, the Bears' commitment to rebuilding in the trenches, an approach that stirred reminiscent flames of '85. But is this the choice they truly need to ignite their path forward? What if this acquisition doesn't just reshape the defensive line, but ripples through the locker room, stirring players and coaches alike as they grapple with the legacy of a past great versus the pragmatic reality of an aging star? The contract, 3 years, $42.75 million, with a staggering $28.5 million guaranteed, makes Jarrett the 15th highest paid defensive tackle. But here's the kicker. He's 32 now. Could it be the Bears coaching staff is prioritizing a desperate need for leadership over lineage? As fans, we yearned for flags and victories, yet the specter of Jarrett's past injuries looms large like a shadow, sparking a flurry of questions. How long until the wear and tear manifests? As he steps onto that field for the Bears, can he summon the magic of his earlier years, or has the last spell been cast? Statistically, last season told a story of mere adequacy. 53 tackles, 12 quarterback hits, and 2.5 sacks. Is that truly a return on investment for a franchise aiming for the crown? Could this be the start of a new dynasty, or merely a nostalgic detour into regret? The echoes of Chicago's football past linger heavy, haunting those who remember when Monsters of the Midway wasn't just a moniker, it was a promise. With every passing week, anticipation swells, whispers of locker room dynamics buzzing like bees in the air. Will Jarrett rally the troops or lead them into a quagmire? What happens when expectations clash with reality and hope hangs in the balance? The season approaches with every moment ticking away, and as we hold our breath for the upcoming campaign, one question stands resolute amid swirling uncertainty. Are the Bears truly ready for what comes next? Listen up, Bears fans. It's time to rise from the ashes like the proud blue and orange phoenix we've always been. We've felt the drops, the tears, the heartaches from those gut-wrenching fourth-quarter collapses, watching promising drives fizzle out in the blink of an eye as the clock winds down like a relentless winter in the Windy City. But what if I told you this season is different? What if we're not just rehashing the pain of 2010, 2018, or those gut-churning double doinks? Now here's a twist for you. Amid the swirling chaos at Hallis Hall, there's an unearthing of something raw, something primal, and it has the potential to reshape this franchise for decades. Imagine a rookie quarterback, unfazed by the weight of the franchise, commanding a huddle that's been through hell and back. The locker room whispers are electric. You can feel the tension in the air, hopeful, anxious, maybe a little manic. Meanwhile, those rivals of ours, the Packers, are circling like vultures, their eyes gleaming with anticipation of another Bears breakdown. The Lions are pouncing, trying to shake the dark legacy that lingers over Detroit. And the Vikings, always right on our tails, sense blood in the water. But wait, what happens when we cross the line into bold? When we stop second-guessing every play, every decision, and finally go all in? Every time our quarterback drops back, what if he feels not just the pressure of the moment, but the very ghosts of our past breathing down his neck? What if instead of flinching, he channels that pressure into fire, into perfect spirals, cutting through frozen air like a hot knife slicing through history itself? Now imagine that scene. The packed stadium, the energy humming, the air thick with expectation, sending shivers down your spine like you could after Hester touchdown. Can you taste it? That mix of fear and faith? Because I can feel it creeping. Is this the redemption arc we've yearned for since 1985, or will we find ourselves once again spiraling, haunted by the specters of 1986, 2006, 2010, 2018? Our greats, from Singletary's lethal gaze to Urlacher's unyielding resolve to Hester's electrifying breaks down the sidelines, are we living up to their legacy as we stand on this precipice? There's a heavy weight on our shoulders as fans, as the diehards wearing their colors under winter coats, reminiscing about the glory days while trying to drown our sorrows with one more drink at the bar before kickoff. You can feel the doubt creeping in like lake wind off Soldier Field in December, but like every Bears faithful knows, hope is a stubborn thing, and it's screaming from the rafters right now, echoing in the corners of our hearts. We cling to the history that's been paid with sweat and tears, grit and grinding grass-stained theology that makes us who we are. And as that pivotal moment draws near, the pressure builds. Every snap, every pass, every decision, it all rides on the line. And oh, how we remember too well those days when being nearly there shattered us. But maybe this time, nearly there isn't good enough. Maybe it never was. Maybe we're done settling for moral victories in next seasons. Maybe we've reached the edge, the moment where we either break through or break apart. Because this isn't just a story about one quarterback or one coach. This is a reckoning, a test of our very soul. The front office knows it, the players feel it, and we, the fans, we're living it with every fiber of our being. And when that next snap happens, when that next interception or touchdown shakes the stands, you'd better believe it won't just echo through the stadium. It'll ripple through decades of suffering, hope, and legacy. Are we ready for that kind of weight? Are we finally brave enough to embrace the pressure, not run from it? Think of the players who came before, the warriors of our history. Think of the turf under Walter Payton's cleats, the sweat dripping down Butkus's chin strap, the fearless roars from the old Soldier Field as if the stadium itself had lungs and rage. We're not fans of a team, we're descendants of a movement. And if that means stomaching a rebuild, a revolution, a raw, painful transformation to get it right, so be it. Because here's the hidden truth nobody wants to say out loud. We've been playing scared. We've tiptoed around greatness, we've flirted with potential, but we haven't truly claimed destiny since the 80s. And now, this season, this one, feels like a spiritual crossroads. Not just for wins and losses, but for identity, pride, and purpose. Are we just another NFC North team fighting for relevance, or are we the monster of the Midway, reborn and reinvigorated? You hear that clock ticking? That's the sound of time running out on excuses. And maybe that's what makes this moment so real, so raw, because we're done hiding behind rebuilding years, done explaining away collapses with young rosters or coaching changes. It's put up or shut up, fight or fade. And the city's starving for fire, for fight, for faith in something again. This isn't just about football anymore. It's about redemption. It's about proving to every Packer, Lion, and Viking that Chicago hasn't gone quietly into the night. So I ask you this, what will it take for us to shake off the chains of our past? Are we destined to stand by as spectators of another bleak winter, or will we become the storm that shakes this sleeping giant back to life? The answer won't be in some press conference or post-game interview. It'll be in the fire behind the eyes of every player who straps on that helmet. It'll be in the voice of every fan who refuses to sit down on 3rd and long. It'll be in the way we stand together, bruised, battered, but unbroken, daring history to remember us not for the pain we endured, but the fight we unleashed in return. The clock's ticking, the tension's mounting, and I want to know, brethren, have you prepared to feel the chaos of this ride? Have you armored your heart for another chapter of agony or glory? The Bears are on the cusp. But the question looms larger than any season we've endured. Will we march forward into the fray of our football fate, or will we be left staring into the abyss of what could have been? This is our time, our storm, our reckoning. And the NFL isn't ready for what's about to rise from the North. Not just a team, not just a franchise, a resurrection. And Bears Nation, it starts now.